This session is all about understanding the concept of star marketing strategies, the entrepreneurial and innovation opportunities. You would be wondering, what is star marketing strategies? I would like to tell you that this is a new concept or the new trend which has emerged because of the advancement in technology, and it has created a massive impact onto the tourism growth and promotion through its unique kind of selling strategy. Hence, the intended learning outcome of today's session would be understanding the trend of STAR, that is storytelling, triggers, amusement and reaction in tourism marketing. Discuss the customer value, co-creation and disruption in tourism. Understanding the entrepreneurial and innovation opportunities in tourism. The other ILO, that is analyzing the global dynamics of tourism development, will be discussed in the next session, which is all about the impact of tourism industry. Now, as I've said, this STAR marketing strategy, which is a unique and contemporary marketing strategy which has emerged due to the development of technology. Why technology here? Because as we have seen in the previous session, the marketing strategies which is being led by Web 2.0 through the social media has created that catalyst effect on the minds of travelers to visit and experience a destination through the stories and reactions given by other travelers in their blogs and vlogs. Especially to highlight here is YouTube's contribution in the promotion of destinations. There are many vloggers who have started their own video logs wherein they tell about a place, describe it in detail, their experiences they share through story form, and with this they create the stimulus to the other travelers to go and visit the destination and get the same experience or different kind of experience. So when we talk about the star marketing strategy which has emerged in this 21st century, have the experiences and they want to contribute in the content. So the user generated content which is being provided by the traveler themselves. They have their stories, they have their experiences, either it could be experiences of good satisfaction, high satisfaction or low satisfaction level, but still they want to share it through their social medias. Specifically to talk about is Facebook, WhatsApp and the other Instagram and other various apps which has given them an opportunity to be their own content creator. They express their attitudes through their likes on the tourism brands and the kind of amusement they have, the feelings which they would like to share, and based on that they react and they create various active posts and comments about the destination. So the reaction. This is all about storytelling, triggers, amusement and star and reaction, which is the star model of marketing strategy. Now, earlier times people used to talk about it's very difficult to create information or to get the travelers have prior experience about a destination, and the travel agents, tour operators used to have big challenge on how to provide maximum information about a destination and create that experiences to the travelers so that they can buy the product. So because of this introduction of star form of marketing strategy, it has become very easy to create the prior experience about the destination. Let the travelers, that is the prospective travelers, understand about the destination and visit the place. In this kind of marketing strategy, the travel agencies, tour operators need not require to do anything. It is all being done by the customers. Earlier they were involved in the push and pull marketing strategy that is called as based on the motivation of a tourist's uh, purpose of travel. They used to create that push and pull factor of providing the services at a particular destination, and they used to invest a lot in creating content through the brochures, through the websites. But now it has become very easy for them, as the customer, the traveler themselves are involved into this kind of marketing strategy. Here, a quote which is given by Mr. Richard Branson, who is the founder of Virgin Group. He talks about brand storytelling is a great way to get your point of across, differentiate your brand, and work out new ideas. Today, if you want to succeed as an entrepreneur or leader, you also have to be a storyteller. That's what Mr. Richard Branson is emphasizing here, that if one needs to be successful, they have to be a good storyteller, or they need to have employees who can create content for them. The other thing, there's a research which has been done by DMI which suggests that by telling the brand story well, companies have the power to increase the value of a product or service by over 20 times. Over 20 times, this is a huge number. That is, the company can increase the value by 20 times just by good storytelling. And to highlight here is, because of the present political and economic uncertainty, the travel and tourism brands needs to implement storytelling so that they can promote the destinations around the world in a increasing way and in a progressive way. The other thing is, which I have already said, travelers are not only passive consumers. So this change, transformation of passive consumers to active consumers, that is, they not only accept the information, but they are creating the information by their own blogs. So they are the creators, they are the editors, they are the distributors of information. Hence, it has been noted by Social Context Mobile, which is a Socomo marketing agency, where they have approached and analyzed information about how a tourist characterizes a situation, and they found that external contextual information such as location, season and time, political and social environment, emergencies, weather, and internal contextual information such as likes, emotional status, goals, and topics of interest plays a very important role in the information provision of a particular destination. The travelers today create their own destination material through their comments, through their photos, through their videos, and this type of non-promotional communication has a very great influence on the destination's image. I will be discussing about how destination image development happen in the next sessions, and this has been of more importance and greater importance for the communication which DMOs used to concentrate. So DMOs used to create the content, but now travelers themselves are creating content for them to communicate. The internet has changed the consumer's behavior in the tourism industry, as we have already learned in the previous session about the impact of Web 2.0 in tourism marketing, how it has created its own impact through the various user generated content of social medias, vlogs, Instagram, and many more. I would like to emphasize here in this particular slide, it has been found that apart from tourist experience, where they reveal their emotional reactions and their post experiences either in a positive way or negative way has its own impact onto the other customers. But the community based storytelling is also very important, because that shows how community are involved in the provision of services. Best example to tell here is about the stories from the Airbnb community, where the host themselves share the stories about their services and what customers talk about their services. So it is also one of the influential form of tourism marketing. Let me show you the web page of Airbnb community. This is the web page of Airbnb community, where the stories of various hosts, how they provide the services, what they are working, and what their guests talk about themselves is showcased very nicely. So you can have a look of this web page, which is airbnb.co.uk community stories. One more thing which I would like to highlight here is the research work done by skift.com, which is a research community in tourism sector, and they wanted to do a research on destination storytelling, how destination storytelling has impacted in the year 2020. What they found in this research work, that 68% of storytellers say the most important consideration when creating content is to create stories that are emotionally resonant. So emotion plays very important role in storytelling activity, and they have observed that 65% agree that telling personal local stories is a better content strategy than focusing on highlighting beautiful imagery and locations within a destination. So this is what is catching people's attention. And to do this survey, they have considered some 400 storytellers and creators, and they have interviewed various industry leaders to discover how destinations are using storytelling to inspire travel. The main finding of skip.com research is they have found that most of the industry wants to have 90% of the travel organizations spending into creating the original travel content in 2020. So this is their major finding from the research. How this storytelling and amusement triggers and reaction kind of marketing model has added values in the supply chain. There are various types of disruption which has happened. Good contribution through the technology, that is artificial intelligence activity, virtual reality activity in tourism industry. There is a addition and introduction of various amenity based services in tourism product, that is porter services, and there is also services where the user himself can write his reviews on the website of the various destination management companies. So this is what the co-creation and disruption activities has come in tourism industry. So what is in this particular slide? It is saying that traditional companies used to design products, evaluate marketing messages, and control product distribution channel with a low level of customer contribution. So here the point to highlight is the level of customer contribution was low. But now, because of the advancement in communication, technology, ICT, the interaction between customers and companies is much higher compared to the past, and it is no longer solely controlled by the companies. Thus, the users can now impact companies by simultaneously playing two roles as value creators and as a consumer. So this is what the value addition in tourism industry has happened because of the invention of new technologies and advancement of ICT methods and systems. So earlier, traditional company centered product systems has changed to customer centric product and service systems. So this is the drift which has been seen in tourism industry. And now because of the emergence of Web 3.0 and other social platforms, value co-creation activity has become necessary, and it is evolving more. As we had learned in the evolution of web sessions, that the Web 3.0 is more emotional based activity. It is like Internet of Things based activities, where based on users likes dislikes, the content is disseminated to the user. According to author, he has expressed that Web 1.0 was a web of cognition and Web 2.0 was a web of connection, while Web 3.0 is a web of collaboration, so where both the user and service provider collaborate and create value in the business. So value co-creation occurs in the form of complex blend of people, technology and organizations and information through complex reactions between service provider and consumer. As I've already said, disruption means the addition of new process through new inventions and the advancement of technology. There are small companies which have been introduced in the distribution of tourism product, that is porter services or doctor on call services, or there is travel guide services like travel companion services, and many more such type of services have been introduced in the tourism product. So what are the various forms of value co-creation and disruption in tourism product which has been recently adopted is AI in tourism. So as we know that everyone talks about artificial intelligence, how this data science plays an important role, how data mining and big data analysis, based on that the robotic services which is integrated to provide the ease of services to the consumer has added a lot in travel decisions as well. Just to give an example, there are various formats of AI enabled decision making app, where that app tells you based on your browsing activity which is the place you should visit for the next travel, which kind of transportation medium you should use for the next travel, or what are the various products you need to buy for your next destination. So this is all AI based travel decision which has become very easy. A survey done by Tata Consultancy Services, it has found it that 85% of the travel and hospitality service providers use artificial intelligence in their business. So like chatbots, the various AI enabled apps are being highly used by branded hotel industries and tourism bodies like Thomas Cook, Marriott, Hilton, and many more. So the chatbot services which has been introduced is it directly interacts with travel agents in a allow the travelers to directly interact with travel agents in a manner where they can have their doubts clear, provide their requirements, and build trust, and it helps in retaining the customers for a long time. So here's a simple example of boat versus app, and most of the companies have tried to integrate these services in their distribution channel. Mobile, because of the mobile environment, virtually all businesses are trying to have their own app, which becomes very easy to operate and have the data of the customers integrated with the app. So like for example, in the app of Marriott Hotel, one can get their mobile room key if they have registered and paid the amount of the room for which they have booked. They can easily get the information with simple navigations. They even get the offline access to the stores available, and lots of information are available there on the dashboard. Whereas with the chatbots, there is it does not require to download. On the website itself, the traveler and the guest can interact with the service provider through the AI enabled services. One can choose the language, the text they want to interact, and both also has, like, it can replicate 95% of the app feature. So this is the differentiation between boat and app, which is provided by Palladium Hotel Group. So it's a hard choice for a hotel or a tourism establishment to choose with, either a boat or an app. In this slide, we will be discussing the various entrepreneurial opportunities which are made available for the service providers and creating employment avenues for other sector people. Now, because of the technological advancement, we could see that there are many travel bloggers and vloggers which have emerged in the market. So it is, the person did not require to have a basic qualification in tourism industry. One with a zest of storytelling, content creating, can become a travel blogger and vlogger and can participate in fam tours. Fam tours are called as familiarization tour. So they can be a part of this if they are well known in the tourism industry as influencer. Then the other entrepreneurial opportunities are mobile restaurants which are available, where or the food truck, so which keeps on moving and easily available to the tourist travelers. It could be either on streets or highways or near to the destinations. Photography business is another segment which has emerged, where a person can take photograph and share it on various websites, and based on the number of clicks they can earn money out of it. Like one website is Streetography, which is a map based photo sharing app that enables users to share their images and geotag them to the corresponding locations. In turn, travel agents can integrate these photo maps on their websites or app and create new ways to discover destinations for travelers. There are sites called as pixie.com, where you can put your photos, describe it, and based on number of clicks which the photo gets, the photographer are being paid by the company. So this is another emerging business. The other entrepreneurial opportunities are souvenir shops. Souvenir shops are must in the amenities section in tourism product. Now virtual souvenir shops are also available, online souvenir shops, where the visitor can look in for antique handicrafts and other thing and place the order. A walking tour company, where the company will provide a companion, a guide, and all kinds of adventure gadgets which are required. Then homestays and adventure sites are becoming very common. Camping sites where people want to get indulged into rural tourism, which I've already explained in the earlier sessions, or they want to get involved into adventure forms of activities. They try to have their stay in local run businesses, which is being run by local people. Then local cuisine cooking classes are also having its own opportunities in tourism industry because of the trend in gastronomy tourism or culinary tourism, where the foodies, travelers want to have an experience of the local cuisine, wants to learn about the traditional cuisine. So it is giving an opportunity to the homemakers to have their classes to such kinds of tourists. Translator or tour buddy is also an entrepreneurial opportunities. There are freelancers who are available in various through various mediums by their profile, maybe on Instagram or on travelbuddy.com, where based on the availability they give their time to the foreigners who wants a translator, a companion for their long trips. Then, as I've already said, the disruption in the tourism industry is the personal luggage services, the porter services which has emerged, like luggage.com, baggage.com. There are many such type of companies who help in giving you the custody of the luggage, taking care of the custody of your luggage for a short period of time and providing your luggage in the airport in safe custody.